everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Texans going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rushers, Jamal Charles on the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We were just talking about him pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Rivers on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry here for Charles. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamal Charles with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply... taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And he's got some space here. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
First carry for Carlos Hyde. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Brockers with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he's going to go down again. Alan Branch. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First down, Rivers. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. A good pickup there at 22.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They run it. It's Charles. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jamal Charles, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Palmer. He's got Fuller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. On first down, it's Palmer. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Palmer. It's complete to Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Fresh set of downs here. Throwing again here, Palmer. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Palmer. Now he's flushed out left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead, even with a whole second half to play, I think they have to do it. This isn't a risk. This is a necessity.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And that is incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. Third down here.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they've to a likely punting situation.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who caught. Up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Jordan Reed has it. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 33. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now it's Charles taking it from the pistol. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there, and now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
A second down throw for Rivers. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. Past the 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down throw here for Rivers. Out to the left here to Reed. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Rivers. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Caught left side by Hilton. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a time. Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Palmer out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Palmer to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And here's Marshall. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Dwayne Allen in motion. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now hang on a moment here. Marshall's in some pain. Still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And this will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff. This is Charles. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Reed. He did it again. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about that little piece of athleticism? Not only the catch, how about the move?
That's not a 3rd down back out there either. That's a tight end making that move. On the counter, it's Charles. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Rivers to throw it. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Palmer. Allen has it, left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now it's Palmer, flushed out right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Rivers. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Rivers now on second down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Charles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rivers. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you'd love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now Palmer on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Allen. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He's back to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Palmer cool under pressure as he rallies his guys to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll look to throw. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. He'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now it's Palmer. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with time running out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Rivers. A right side catch by Crabtree. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Colts on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rivers. Out to the left here to Reed. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because
愛してよ私を抱いてよねそばにおいでよ私の最後の日を